The latest escapade of Saud al-Qahtani, advisor to the royal court of Saudi Arabia on Twitter, is a hashtag that reads, "Exclude Fahd or you shall be punished," blustering Abdullah al-Adhba, editor-in-chief of the Qatari Al-Arab newspaper. That was because of an intervention in Al Jazeera TV by the Qatari Al-Arab newspaper editor-in-chief Abdullah al-Adhba, talking about the Saudi position from the Iraqi invasion of Kuwait. Here's what al-Adhba then said.
وهذا لا ننسى الدور الأمريكي في تحرير الكويت، وأن المملكة العربية السعودية خشيت أن تكون السعودية بعد الكويت، ولذلك قال الملك فهد يا نبقى سوا يا نروح سوا. هو يفهم ذلك الملك فهد رحمة الله عليه.
That intervention provoked al-Qahtani and caused him to lose his right. Al-Adhba did not assail King Fahd. May God have mercy on him. It was just a claim by al-Qahtani, who questioned the Qatari position when invading Kuwait. Late Sheikh Khalifa of Qatar then said,
إن الكويت دولة مستقلة ذات سيادة، لكنها بالنسبة لنا قطعة من نفوسنا وجزءا لا يتجزأ من تراب وطننا الخليجي. وخلال الأشهر القليلة الماضية أثبتنا بالوقوف صفا واحدا فإننا نستطيع أن نواجه الإثم والعدوان. وسينتهي الغزو العراقي للكويت الشقيقة بإذن الله.
This sedition raised by al-Qahtani was taken by his followers, and soon careless tweets targeted one of the symbols of the Gulf, His Highness Sheikh Sabah al-Ahmed al-Sabah, Emir of the State of Kuwait. He was answered by the free and wise people with a hashtag that read, Al-Sheikh, insulting Sheikh Sabah. Assailing symbols is mastered by Saud al-Qahtani, a minister at the rank of advisor to the royal court of Saudi Arabia, whose concern since the beginning of the crisis has been confined to launching hashtags and tweets against Qatar and its symbols. Such slogans included, "Hope he will not agree," "Staying and will remain." Al-Qahtani gave up all the duties of reservation of forbearance, attacking the symbols of his country, and assaulted King Abdullah, may God have mercy on him, by claiming that he did not appreciate guests but harassed them. Al-Qahtani was followed by Khalid al-Mutrafi, who did his work in the infringement of the position of kings when he published a slander, saying that King Saud had abandoned some territory of the kingdom for the benefit of the state of Qatar. This slander prompted King Saud's authenticated account on Twitter to respond and ask to stop such lies. Saud al-Qahtani was known among the worshippers as Dlaim, a name of a servant who was in the popular story sitting next to the sheikh of the tribe. As soon as one of the members of the council entered, the sheikh used to order his servant, "Say hello to him, Dlaim." At dawn of the 24th of last May, when the world woke up to the news of the piracy of the Qatar news agency, journalist Abdullah al-Adhba, editor of Al-Arab newspaper, posted a tweet that read, "Good morning, Saud al-Qahtani," referring to the smell of the conspiracy that orchestrated the fabrication. Then al-Qahtani replied with a popular proverb saying, "Say hello to him, Dlaim," referring to the anecdote as narrated in the literature of the councils. Perhaps even now he does not do anything other than repeating hello whenever the elder sheikh orders him to say that. If curiosity leads you to the page of Saud al-Qahtani, known as Dlaim in Twitter, do not be surprised if you do not find what you expect. Mr. Dlaim boasts of being an advisor to the royal court, but he just tweets filth, a president among Gulf officials. When one of the Qataris reminded him of the circular of the government liaison office on self-restraint and ethics, Minister Saud al-Qahtani replied to him with a line of poetry that reads, "Don't feed the orphans through committing adultery. Woe to you! Don't commit adultery, neither give charity." Al-Qahtani is leading a media campaign that has made the Saudi media outweigh the Egyptian counterpart. He takes pride in sin in the midst of the enthusiasm he is having, and from followers who encourage him to do that. His story resembles a cat that thinks itself a lion. Away from him, there were Saudi journalists such as Turki Rugi, who refused to engage in his choir, which they called media degradation. On the Dlaim page on Twitter, you will find discriminatory folkloric songs that sing tribalism, even though we are now in the 21st century. You'll also find news and leaks that are closer to intelligence and espionage activities than to think about public affairs and sharing opinions. Saud al-Qahtani, or Dlaim, in the midst of this crisis, appears to have escaped from his head until he has embarrassed the kingdom more than once. The press reported that al-Qahtani had embroiled Saudi news channel Al-Ikhbariyya in a tweet scolding the Emir of Qatar, where the channel was heavily criticized on Twitter, forcing it to delete the tweet. This harassment not only harms the advisor's person and his job, but also harms Saudi Arabia itself. Where are the men in the arena of politics and diplomacy who have brought the kingdom to the top? Who is Dlaim compared to Dr. Ghazi al-Qsaybi or Abdulaziz al-Khwaitir? May God have mercy on them. And who is Saud al-Qahtani compared to Msaad bin Mohammed al-Ayban? There is a difference between those who build and those who destroy, between those who strive in righteousness and those who destroy the house on the heads of its owners. These are an example in the world of politics and flags to be guided by, and the kingdom has the right to be proud of. Surely, Saud al-Qahtani, without doubt, is the first to sense the diminished importance and lack of courtesy before these politicians. All of his nihilism prompted him to publish his autobiography on Twitter. This video that was leaked by Saud al-Qahtani from the Council of Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, the Crown Prince of the Kingdom, is another proof that what Dlaim is doing contradicts the simplest principles of political action, especially keeping the secrets in council. Should they trust an advisor who leaks their secrets? Among many others, what he is doing is an attribute depicted in an Arabic line of poetry that reads, "Are you a real person or just a pile of shame?"